Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. I'm going to move this little... My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. This is an astrological reading for Cancer and Capricorn. I'm putting this out in mid-June of 2022, but it's just sort of an anchor for when it came out. The energy that's heavy this month is a sun-moon ecliptic summer solstice-y kind of energy, and the spread that I'm doing is my yin-yang relationship check-in. While it's not exclusive to romantic relationships, it tends to skew that way, so I'm not doing a separate relationship reading for this month. I was gonna do these in 6 pairs of opposites, and then I ended up picking my tags randomly, but these ones are actually opposites, Capricorn and Cancer. Real easy for me to remember because I have a Capricorn sun and a Cancer ascendant, so whenever those opposite eclipses happen, it really does me a treat. So we have the Radley Valentine Angel deck on one side and the Legacy of the Divine Tarot on the other. So the way that this reading works is I have 3 cards on one side and 3 cards on the other, and then the bottom of the deck in the middle switched, which would be the little dot in the yin-yang. And because these are tall and in the way, I'm just gonna snag the bottom off of there. I keep seeing the Lovers inverted lately. The 8 of Wands. Okay. So I will bring these up to the camera. Let me show these first. 5 of Wands inverted. So I've seen this already. It's one place over from where I had it before. And it's still not. Nope. Why are you... I guess that's about as good as it's going to get. Okay, so the 5 of Wands. Traditionally, Jupiter in Leo, although I have reassigned it Neptune. We'll see. Temperance, 14, which breaks down to 5. Sagittarius energy. Which would also be Jupiter. And 8 of Swords inverted. Jupiter in Gemini. Okay, so we have a lot of Jupiter energy here. 8 of Wands. Mercury in Sagittarius. So this is, for some weird reason, this is all Jupiter Sagittarius energy. Then Mercury inverted. Now, Mercury did come out of retrograde at the beginning of June. And there's also the North Node, I think, is in Taurus right now, which means the South Node is in Scorpio, but until recently it was Mercury, it was Gemini and Sagittarius, and I feel like this is looking back to that a little bit. If the Lovers inverted, which is Gemini energy, which would be also hinting at Mercury retrograde. Queen of Earth. Thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible. Make time for those around you. Make a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. And of course her energy is Sagittarius and Capricorn. This is also like winding backwards too, because Cancer is right after Gemini and Capricorn is right after Sagittarius. It's like the energies are out of phase. They're like, the energies are slow. And again, it could be this retrograde energy where it's like the energy is coming into these signs for these people who are dealing with these signs, but then the energy goes away again. You're like, no, I was gonna do that. Like, come back. You know, so it's like just when you're about to level up, you get a setback. Like, I thought I dealt with this already. Come on. 10 of Cups. A contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. 10 of Cups. Traditionally Mars in Pisces, although I did reassign it Plutonic energy, which is retrograding in Capricorn right now. Okay. So you have Archangel Gabriel. Look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. This is the Hanged Man in this deck, which is Neptunian energy. Now, if I'm looking at Cancer as a character, Cancer is ruled by the moon, and for me, moon water is the ocean's surface. It's sort of like a glassy mirror, and what the secrets that the moon holds is what's behind the mirror. It's the dark side of the moon. It's under the water. The deep ocean water is the Neptune energy, which is here. It's like diving underwater and everything freezes in time for a second and you're just sort of floating there. Gemini, Sagittarius. So it's like all of the... It's like there's a significant amount of fire on this side. And as it moves into this side where there's a lot more water in this strong earth energy, there's also air over here. So air and fire, and then water and earth mostly. And the fire's not coming through. It's like a big puff of dragon blast coming in. But by the time it gets over here, it's just kind of a weak breeze. Instead of a tropical storm. Or like an explosion. Like the meme of the dudes walking away from explosions. Mercury in Sagittarius inverted. Jupiter moving into Aries. So what does that mean? There's a balancing going on here. So what's coming over from this side? Eight of Swords. Jupiter in Gemini. It's so weird. Wands. Traditionally the okay. So this is traditionally Saturn in Leo. And this is all that's coming through from this side. It's like pressure. Like I'm under pressure. But this Temperance right next to the pressure is like I'm making it's like there's a balance of the pressure happening. Eight of Swords is a release. Like I'm not trapped. And the way that this looks is I was stuck and I couldn't get here until I let some air out of my tires and I could fit under the bridge. This is like trying to heal from trauma. And we have what looks really rosy over here, but we have the Hanged Man coupled with the Lovers inverted. I'm hearing I'm going under, which is Evanescence. And I think that's my 9 of Swords in my music deck. It's like anxiety, nightmares. Almost 6 is half of 12. This isn't just like, oh, I'm not in my relationship, I'm sad. This card also has to do with discernment and healing. So if I don't have discernment, I have confusion. And I just heard knowing is half the battle. So if I only know half of what my problem is, in order to figure out the other half, I need to look at it from the other side, which is what Gabriel's talking about here. Hang on, I gotta get something. So let's consider this a sneak peek, if I can find him in the stack. I like this better than this game. So Gabriel. There's Gabriel. So Gabriel is bringing in this Hanged Man message of, like, look at it, look at the thing that you can't figure out from the other side. It's making me think of Aerosmith's song on the Pump album, Take Me to the Other Side. I think my battery's gonna die, so I think I should probably start another segment. Okay. So the Archangel Gabriel is the angel of Annunciation. He's sort of like the King of Swords, but like way higher vibration, right? He's like whatever, like thinking, messages, perception, analyzing, he like the devil's advocates, like, oh, but on the other hand, it's like, just like look, turn around and see. And he's on stage, he's singing here, but it's the idea that there's some other kind of vibration that could be had here. And now, before I take this away, so you can't look at it anymore, I'm just going to say that I have a black and white drawing of Gabriel that's available as prints on my DeviantArt, and he's also for sale in my Etsy shop right now, and that's what this is based off of, was the channeled Sharpie drawing of Gabriel that I did for my entity channeling video of Gabriel. So if you need more information from Gabriel about this other way to look at stuff, go watch that video. And if you need more energy, go get like a postcard or like a canvas print or buy the original drawing of Gabriel. So he's going to look like this, but he's going to be in black and white. Put this back over here in my stack, even though it's not going to be in order now. I'll fix him later. So that's all about figuring it out. Do I have enough information to discern, to figure out what I'm going to do, to make a, I almost said educated choice. Educated guess would be, but an informed choice. And what goes with that is, it says take a sensible approach, right? I gotta think through it. I need to get off my head. I gotta hang upside down until the blood's rushing to me head, so I can have the brain power to think about it. This says deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Make time for those around you. Contented and rewarding family life, your emotional and material needs are met, trustworthy relationships. So this is about work-life balance and trying to figure out how to go forward, how to have any kind of balance and like sort of like, I was going to say happiness, but it's not. It's like contentedness. Like how to be at peace with still achieving your goals. And this is what this like halftime is called. The show is on. Like, go back to the locker room and rework your playbook. I don't know why I'm getting football analogy, but I just, because of Gabriel with the microphone, it made me think of a football, like the Super Bowl halftime show. Okay, so let's analyze this. So now that we know what's going on over here, what's up over here? Events moving at a fast pace, delays are over, many things happening at once. This is, I'm hearing Whitney Houston, Just One Moment in Time. This is like pause button. And notice how I said, take me to the other side, Aerosmith. Now I'm getting just push play. And when I say, I said that this other stuff was like getting stuck, getting your, like a delivery truck stuck in an underpass and having to let air out of the tires like equally and be able to release and move forward. So it's like I've got myself in a jam and I need to backtrack a little bit so that I can move more, like I can move more smoothly. And that's what this, like, sort of being a step behind. It's like the energy in the card says Gemini Sagittarius, because that's this sort of artificial retrograde energy in here is like the letting out the air of the tires. It's like, how am I supposed to move forward on 4 soggy tires? But it's like this sort of backtracking, this pause, this, you know, take a step back. We're not, it's like, yes, you have to take a step back, but you're going to take 2 steps forward. That's when this turns around and it's faster movement. You know, if you had kept crawling, you would have been dragging like half a bridge with you, and you would have been getting like 0.01 of a step the next time you went forward. So it's a little bit like a slingshot. You know, it's like, my car's not running that good. Well, let's give it a tune-up. We got to put it in the shop for a couple days. And now we know we're going to get, 3 states away when we weren't sure if it was going to make it before. So this is, analyzing and sort of going back to the drawing board. Basically, it's like editing the plans, and this is the actual movement, right? The actual sort of the application of the plans, right? This is sort of the thinking and the manifesting. So if you're looking at this energetically, it's for something to exist, for something to happen, there's a thought form, and then it descends into the material world. If your thought forms are half-formed, then your manifestation is incomplete. That's what this reading is about. So again, it's not 2 steps forward and 1 step back. It's 1 step back and then 2 steps forward. I see, I just see Val Kilmer in my head from Real Genius, where he's dicking around in the lab and he's like take a step forward and take a step back. Now take a step forward and take a step back. And now we're cha-chaing. It's my favorite movie. I love it. Okay. So that's it for this. I'm going to move the camera. We're going to come up here. So if you want to get a personal reading, let me get this. The list is going to be down below. The list is also going to be on my WordPress. You can download the PDF or just see the HTML format. Or not the HTML, the PDF format. God damn. Yeah, the PDF format or the list that's online. Oh my god. Just messed that up. You can also email me. If you want to get a reading, just email me anyway. I am having sales throughout June, at least throughout June 2022 for tarot. Also for Etsy. Those are changing every handful of days, so check my social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, to find out what those are, or you can just email me, because the WordPress and down below, those are all going to have the regular prices on them. And I have coloring books, dark poetry, merch and prints, and actual art items, some of which are going to be on sale, like I said, so check that out. And then coupon code 3star17, you get 17% off 3 or more items in my Etsy shop. I have for prints and for these actual art pieces, anything that's like a celebrity or a well-known character, I'm going to be donating percentages of those works to charity. Right now it's 10%, and then when I can actually pay my bills every month, I'm going to make that percent go up. So at least 10% of those works. If you found this helpful or useful or interesting in some way, you can donate, energy exchange, hit that tip jar. It's PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, all CATtheMinion. Everything here is through my Linktree, linktr.ee/CATtheMinion. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, check out my playlists tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.